Excuse me. I think I swallowed the bug. Oh, Rona. Anyways, we're gonna go to the post office, drop this order off, and then might even go thrifting. I got some stuff to do today and get back to listing. Yesterday I got $300+ worth in value of items listed on eBay. But what I want to do is start listing more glass on knickknacks too. So I'm raising the bar. All right, this time I remember to bring my mailbox keys because I'm pretty sure I got some orders to pick up and I got an order to drop off. This sold yesterday. It's gonna be an international order going to Australia. Where's all my Australian peeps at in the comments? Let me see, hashtag I love Australia. So sold for $80 plus shipping. This is one of the items that I got from Omar with the pants that sold for $200, that bundle. I think all together with all the other items, a few items, I still got more to list. I've made over $500 in sales, which is pretty awesome. Look at that, it's already down, folks. Down for today. Let's go check on this mail. A mailbox is really good to have, folks, especially like content creators, and it's good privacy. What is this? We're all in this together. All right, well, no packages in yet. I was expecting 2 or 3, but next time, maybe I just came a day too early. We'll try again tomorrow. While I was out earlier, I didn't see Mama Dola cooking anything. Carla and I and all of us are cool with leftovers. But being that I was by Jollibee's, I had to get Carla some regular chicken, and I ended up getting spicy. And then I also got her some spaghetti. She loves her spaghetti. I was tempted to get their mac and cheese. It is really good. Really good. 10 out of 10 for me. Perfect. I think Michelin stars would give it extra Michelin stars. That good. Also, we ended up getting some packages. Carla ended up getting for, I hear tap. Hi, boy. Hi. You want some chicken? I'm sorry, dude, but you do not eat table food ever. At least, as best as I try not to give them table food, I don't, but family members do, and it pisses me off. All right, I am hungry, and I am thirsty. I'm probably gonna go through I usually don't drink bottled water. I just don't feel like getting a cup and putting ice and then putting filtered fridge water inside there. What do I need? I need a plate and I need a fork. No, I don't think I need a fork. Right. Now to tie my hair back and feast on some of this fried chicken. After I eat and rest a little bit, I'm gonna be headed to the gym and start working on getting freaking sexy again. I miss being sexy. I miss looking at myself in the mirror and drooling over me. I used to be so sexy that the mirror will turn around because even it wasn't enough competition for me. Oh, that's a good one. I feel like eventually I'm gonna need longer arms to get my hair all the way through my chongos. And that looks like I'm part Shanae right here. I don't know what to do with my hair, as in tie it up. I don't know how to braid. The only time I got a braid was out in Arizona when we went to the camp lifting party. I was a speaker there, and Captain Nurse Flipper and her daughter was like, we're gonna braid your hair. It was like a French braid. It was nice. And that was years ago already. 2 years probably. Ooh, brown gravy. Nobody ever uses the brown gravy, but I might today. And there are 2 buckets because one has 5-piece, the other one has 5-piece. Which one is the regular? Because I want the spicy. Oh, look at this. So Jollibee's right here. Place is a must. Look at that. They made it simple. Look at that. Sometimes Popeyes doesn't even do that. They don't have those little things. Jollibee goes the extra mile to make you smile. Oh, I just came up with a jingle. Is that even considered a jingle? I'm gonna eat some of this. I'm so hungry. And this right here, let's take this out before it gets caught up inside somewhere here. Where should I bite first? You ever look like the juiciest part because you don't want to bite in a little flimsy part? You want a big bite? Oh, this is so good. Smells so good. Look, it even has a seasoning right inside the chicken. They marinate this. Ooh! Oh, that is a good spice. That was a good spice. My eyes are watering. Oh, yeah. I don't need water. Oh, oh, that was a hiccup and a burp. Got a little bed hair. I was laying with Carla in bed before she went to work, man, and she was looking at things for the pool. And can y'all see this? Let me turn this around. So there's always these little, can you see the bugs? I think those are bees. Although that's definitely a bee. Hi, little bee, don't get stuck in there. You too, don't get stuck in there. I'm tired of saving y'all every day. And get no credit other than you making some nest around here. That is unappreciated, bees. But anyways, if I get a little close right here, you see all those little particles? Ever since we got the pool, I knew this was gonna be some work. Cause y'all, the skimmer here is not as good as I thought. And I saw the comments saying, you're gonna need a net. So Carla is actually looking for stuff online. She has this, I forget what it's called, online app or program thing to where when she buys something, it automatically reads her card. And then at the end of the month, she gets money back from shopping online. I think it has to go through the actual website. But then when Aaron, one of the friends that were here helping us put this together, the pool that is, she was telling me about this app called Fetch. And all you got to do is scan barcodes to the places that you buy stuff of your receipts. And then at the end of the month, I think it's the same thing. So I told her to send me her affiliate link, and she did. So I'm going to set that up today. And I really don't go any retail stores at all. But, I mean, if you could get money back from spending money, it's almost like reselling. I go shopping and try to find the best items to resell and get money back by orders that happen. So it's all about making money and making wiser decisions. And the skimmer, folks, it really is a skimmer because you got to skim it off the top. And you could try to power it through, but then it's going to create this wave in front that pushes things out of the way to actually pick things up. So it's good to have this at an angle until you come across something better. And look at this. Look at all this stuff right here. Ew. Oh, some of them are live. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. I did go to the garage a moment ago too before stepping outside. And I have this shirt right here. Let me turn it over and show you. This shirt right here is part of my money pile. Had this in the garage and finally got it listed. Reebok XL. This is a Canadian football team. British Columbia, CFL, I believe. Yeah, CFL. British Columbia Lions. These do really well. I got this about a year ago. I got two of them. I need to go find the other one. And it should sell for around $30, $30, $40. Brand new without tags. Let's go see if we could find that other one in the garage. All right, now that the pool's gone, I was finding stuff that had fallen on the other side. And then Carla and I were moving things around. So I started another pile of clothes and things that I need to go through. And right on top was this one. The North Face. I just sold a North Face jacket that I showed you earlier. So this stuff could sell year round, folks. I mean, it is different than the puffer jacket that I sold with the goose down feathers. But this is a pretty big one. Troy Lee Designs. I am going to be working on this pile here. That is going to be my goal of working on this. Troy Lee Design, size medium. These are pretty pricey, and I do have the matching top. But I often find people on eBay asking me if I'll just sell like the top or just the pant. And I really don't care because I'm still going to be getting the price that I want to sell it for. I'm going to look this up and then get this listed and try to find that other shirt that's in here. So the last couple of days have been a little off because Carla is usually off on certain days, but her schedule got changed around. Even as a full-timer in nursing field, things change and seniority happens. I've never liked that. Of seniority always having things their way and things being unfair. I've been through that myself in the world of careers, and it sucks. Even entry level. That's one thing I wish I would have learned more about or focused on when I was working in general when I first started, of knowing the difference of an entry-level job and a career job. Entry-level jobs are really good to just start building a resume and a history, especially when people start asking for references. A reference isn't somebody necessarily that you have for a week that you've known. It has to be a length amount of time, about a year, 2 years, people you've worked with, especially management. You always want somebody that has a little bit more knowledge than you or authority at the time. So that way those references make a big difference in applying for jobs. And I would tell you, I used to suck at applying for jobs in person when I interviews. So it wasn't until later on I started realizing how interviews went, and I did not have to study or practice. I just had to find the right suit and know that once I got out the door or the bus. When I was in Hawaii, I was often taking a bus for years to and from everywhere. Carla had a car, but she was always busy, and I was taking the bus when I could. Going into an interview is that don't try to be the person that gives them the answer they want to hear. Give them the person that they are going to be happy of choosing you over other people that are no-brainer. Make it a no-brainer for them, almost like an offer they can't refuse, and they would be missing out. But there are some things too, when you're overqualified, you do got to hold back a little bit, especially when you're in a situation of not having anything else to go to. Like nobody's hiring you because you are overqualified. Maybe cut back a little bit of info on your resume, and it's okay. Keep that in your back pocket until you could get to where you want to in time. But everybody needs a job, and I hated when I was in Hawaii after I got out the military and I was told I was overqualified or I didn't have a degree of some sort. So when I went to college and got a degree and got out, now I'm like overqualified and overqualified because I had both. So I was trying to find that gap in the middle. It's so funny the way jobs are. They want you to do this, and then be like, but I'm only going to pay you $10 an hour. But I want you to be the workhorse. I want the best. Well, you also want to get paid the best too. So what I'm going to do with my best right now is focus on this purse that I forgot I got out in Hawaii. Everything else I've listed and so just about. Tory Burch bag. I knew that logo right away because Carla loves this brand. And I want to show you a before. See that brown in there? All right, and that's just the edges on the very top, which is good. Straight lines stroking back and forth or up and down, depending on how you hold your bag. And on the inside, this is a little magnet center. And the drop inside here is probably like a 12-inch drop. There's a little bit more information that eBay requires when you list the bag. So you got little stuff like that. So I would say about 15 minutes, I'm going to have this cleaned up, and then I just needed to air dry. All I did was use some of our dishwashing soap. And then there were some areas that were a little darker than most. So I used a little Dawn on there. And that is the power wash. I love using this on ovens. Helps really good, especially the plaque down, cake down mess of residue that's on there from cooking, which we're doing more of because Mama Dola's here. So I am going to be letting this sit out overnight because the inside lining bags need to dry out. All right, coffee of the morning, Snickerdoodle Cinnamon by the Crazy Lamp Lady. He always goes over here and waits for Carla because it's about that time. Right, Tip? Not the daddy. You see how Tip does me here at the house? All right, last night I was recording on this stuff. Let me see if I could show you here. But these pockets were really dirty, really dingy. Those who own purses know that it could get really dark on these edges, and all of these were dark. Inside is really good too. It comes out, well, actually the main pocket does not come out. That's sewn in. But these side pockets do come out. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. This Tory Burch purse right here I got out in Hawaii. I get this for $20. It should sell anywhere from around 70 to 90 bucks. Really good pebble leather on here. The only reason I know as much as purses as I know is because of my mother-in-law and my wife Carla. When we used to live out in Hawaii, we would do a lot of window shopping at Macy's, and I would always ask, well, what makes you pick that Dooney and Burke over this Dooney and Burke? And they would say, oh, this is the regular one. This is the better one. And they all had their different reasons, but it helped me when I started reselling. But it didn't take a while until it dawned on me when I stopped looking at apparel, guy stuff, because it was running out. And I was like, let me just walk around and see what else is here. And it just came naturally, like, oh, I know that brand. I started picking them up and I started selling them. All right, Carla should be getting home from work in about 30 minutes. Last night, I want to sleep around, I would say 10. I had some really good sleep last night. For the last 2 weeks, I've been having trouble sleeping because of Tip. He kept waking me up early, like an hour earlier every day. And it was some much needed rest. And I need some much needed coffee. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I just seen something on Instagram and it's something I needed. Because I have very little. Oh, I look like a Mexican zebra. Because I have very little of, and it's bubble wrap. American Bubble Boy just posted on Instagram that they're doing some giveaways for 175 foot bubble wrap. I think that's a lot. Either way, it's free, so I'm gonna try to get some. So I've been trying to get this free bubble wrap from American Bubble Boy on top of my order. I'm not sponsored by them, but I do use them for all of the bubble wrap that I use, and I only have, again, a little bit left. And I thought I had more, but I go through it pretty fast. Now that I'm more into glass and hard goods, more of the precious, my little preciouses, you can never have enough until you don't have enough space. And when I order some, I am very considerate now and mindful of what space I do have and what I'm working with. And there are some things inside here, like down here. It looks like a mess, but it's better than where I started. And I am still sorting out of what I'm gonna donate, which I am easier on myself of letting go of things because I know what it's worth and I know what I could get. Time is valuable, so I am fighting with myself less to let things go, to know like my friend Omar could have this and sell it for a lot less, like $1, $2. And for those maybe thinking like, why don't I do my own yard sales and garage sales? I don't want people knowing where I live. You just never know. You got to protect yourself, especially with valuable items here at the house. It's just like people are dumb at times and it's unfortunate. So I rather safeguard me and my family more than anything, put my family first. On top of that, HOA only sanctions 2 yard sales, garage sales a year. And during that time, I want to be a part of that and find some stuff like I have in the past, some really, really good stuff. So, but I did reach out to American Bubble Boy and showed them this issue that I've been having. I'm going to show you, and it has nothing to do with them. Come to find out, it's actually my server, but this is the issue I'm having and trying to fix. All right, so I'm in American Bubble Boy, .com, and they just had this deal today for a limited time while supplies last, and I couldn't figure it out, folks, and I made a huge mistake focusing on just relying on my computer here. So say for example, I've already picked 2 items. I usually go for these items right here, 700 square feet, because it's just the right size that fits in my office without making me feel like I have too much, because it is something I'm always going to be reordering. So right now they have a sale for, it was $45, now it's $38 for 700 square feet. They do have different types of like small bubbles, medium bubbles, large bubbles, recycled bubble wrap, and regular bubble wrap. So I ended up picking up some recycled ones because it's recycled. And say I go over to checkout, and then this is what I get. So this has nothing to do with their page. It's actually my server. The whole time I was on the computer trying to figure this out, and I was like, why did I not use my iPhone? I guess I have a dumb owner to my smartphone, and if you have a smart owner to your smartphone, that's the only way it works. I didn't get that in the memorandum when I purchased it, so maybe I need an update for myself. I ended up ordering that thing I just showed you, 700 square feet of 2 bubble wrap rolls. It came out to like $30 or $40 with the little taxes that are on there, so not a bad deal. And also it's just, it fits well in my office. And I am really thinking about my closet, because some of you have talked about setting up my closet as like a shelf space too, and I've only seen the top of my shelf that way. So as I get rid of more and more apparel, strongly thinking about that. And also the setup of my office, there are some things I want to start adding to the walls, but I don't want to put anything on the walls yet, because I know I need more shelves, floor shelves, standing shelves, and I have something that I purchased from a viewer that invited me to their house. They had some things. I didn't record it out of the privacy of their home and where they live, but I got some really good stuff for $100. And there are some large items that I got like a month to pick up, so I don't want to wait that long. And they don't leave until maybe 3 months before they go to Arizona and move out there with family. So I got some work to do, to continue to do. And let me go show you what I got listed or drafted. I need to take photos and complete the drafts for today to reach my $300 plus goal. Reselling is very repetitive. You may think because you had an item in your hands and you took photos and you're on eBay and you're working on the listings that you actually didn't even list it. It stayed in the draft bank. That happens to me time and time again. I was looking at my draft bank and down below, I end up seeing this guy that I had probably like a week ago, maybe even 2 weeks now, just floating in the draft bank. And finally, I just hit submit. I had everything in there and I didn't realize I didn't have them listed. So one just sold recently for $29.99 plus shipping. So I ended up listing it the same with an offer option. These I need to just full on list. I haven't done anything with them yet other than clean it. This one right here, I need to just take photos. And then this stuff over here, after I'm done taking photos of this, I am going to get to steaming this. So I'm not sure if this will be in this video or the next one, but here's a before, and I may show the process or I may not, because I just want to get this stuff listed and out of here. And this should be selling. I'm going to list this up at $90, and I am super stoked about this. This is a vintage Grateful Dead hat, and this one is by Speedway. There are different labels on there. This is very good condition, no dry rotting on the strap. Great color, great patch right here, and it fits me very well. So I don't know, it might be a keeper, but maybe not. No, it's not a keeper. Keep less, sell more. Got some Pearl Izumi pants. I don't always pick up Pearl Izumi, but these pants are some really good ones, and they should sell for around $25 to $30. More cycling gear. We got Ernie and Burch. This is also by Pearl Izumi. You could tell by the logo on here. You could see it right there as well. And this should also be around a $40 jersey, cycling jersey. More fitness styles. This is Barbell Apparel. I do love coming across their pants, but thrift stores are starting to list their pants at like $25 off the bat. This t-shirt being brand new should sell for around $15 to $20. More than likely gonna sell for $18. Travis Matthews, really good. Shout out to all my Texas peeps, all the Tejanos out there. This is a size XL. I got this at the thrift store a while back. This was part of my money piles, and little by little it is dwindling down. And then I have one more that I've already sold 8 of these. I ended up buying for like $4, and they all sold for around $40. So 7 times 40, you do the math, and I got one left. But this is the only one that the tag ended up ripping off, and I thought I listed it, but I guess I didn't. So it will be listed as brand new without tags. These are compression pants, and they do very, very well. 2XU, look it up yourself. Should sell for like around another $30. All right, so we have like 25, 50, just say 75, 80, 85, 90. That'll be like 125 all right there. This will go for like around $75 to $90. Let's just say close to 200 with these two right here, and then 225. And then we got the giant robot over there, another say $20. So a few items left to be secure in the $300 plus mark, and it's still early in the day. It's 10:48, and actually I'm glad I looked at the time, because I'm about to start recording for the Reseller Item podcast with Jake and the One-Footed Flipper page. So we are now going to start having guests on our podcast, and we're trying to get into Spotify and it actually be an audio podcast. People have been requesting for it, and that will be coming in due time. Jake is working on it. So for me right now, let me get this off the floor in a bundle. I need to finish taking photos of those after the podcast, and then get some more stuff to list. On top of that, I have another event coming up on Knickknacks, and it's going to be the Man Cave She Shed auction, and I'm going to be a part of that. I think that's going to be like an hour long, so that should be really good. I know I have plenty of like women she shed type stuff, what I feel, in my opinion. What I don't have a lot of is man cave stuff. But I could be wrong. I still got some stuff left over from all of the mess that I started with. And hopefully I have a good balance of both. So we'll see that here either today or tomorrow. Carla is here in her parking spot. And I am going to be going through the garage for some items for the 15th, the Man Cave She Shed. And I want to do my best to have a balance of man stuff and women stuff. As you've probably already seen, it's probably going to be more women stuff than anything. But we have a lot to learn of what men want in their caveman, in their man caves, and what women want. And I got some things that I'm really excited about sharing with you tomorrow. And I'll be highlighting that because I got tomorrow is the only day to get ready for the 15th one day. And then Carla's off. She is on vacation. So that's why my videos are coming out like 2 days after the fact, when before it was like a day after day after day. And that's a good thing because getting organized was taking up a lot of effort and work that I was punishing myself with and my wife with. And now that I'm at this place that I could get more stuff listed more often, I don't have to be so focused on getting organized like before. But it is my goal, amongst other things. Carla's birthday is on the 19th. I got the auction coming up. That's going to help. I just had a couple of other auctions on knickknacks. So those funds go towards a really sweet birthday week and a gift or gifts, most likely gifts, and time with Carla. So her being off, she's probably going to be waking up in a couple of hours because usually she wakes up pretty early when she is off and wants to do things. And I have no idea what that is, but I'll be taking you along with us. So stay tuned, like, and subscribe. And I thank every one of y'all and appreciate every one of y'all for joining me on my videos and my journey of learning more about who I am and what I want to do and sharing it with you through my ups and downs.